Hi there, it's Shell and Clint.
Hello everyone.
Clint is right there today. He is carving. There he is. So what we're going to do today, we're going to continue working on the butterfly journal. And here is my thoughts. I have two Reader's Digest books that I thought would work, and I've decided to go ahead and do two butterfly books just because I have so much and so much that I want to do. So these are both kind of green and kind of like an olive green. This one's kind of like a neon green, but I'm going to do like a collage or something on the front, so I think I can make them work. So I went ahead and measured it, and I'm going to cut it down to 7 by 10. That way I have 5 inches across and 7 high. So we're going to go ahead and cut that. And we're just going to work on one of them because, you don't have to see all my work on both of them. That would be too much work. So again, I'm just going to cut it down to 7 by 10. And this was like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And that's going to be my page that will go inside and look at it. It's even crooked. I didn't check that side to see like when I cut it, because this one had been cut down. So we're going to put this aside and use it for something else. Really?
Oh, that's just too funny.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and work on these pages.
Are you going to measure them first here?
Well, it's not that. It's that I cut it crooked the one time, and I didn't realize that it was crooked down here. These have not been altered in any way, so I'm going to cut these down to 7 by 10. And mainly that's what I'm going to do for here, and just show you guys kind of the pages that I'm going to use. So, a little smart aleck over there.
This time, and I am very, very proud of it.
So, I'm just going to kind of measure it, make sure it's what I want before I, continue cutting. That looks pretty good to me.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, the papers I'm using right here are from my niece and her channel, or Etsy shop is Kendra's Paper Crafts with a K, and I will put that below. She does most of my coffee dyeing right now these days, so you guys go over and check out her channel if you're interested in doing coffee dyed paper. These are some that she has done practice on, but if you see something here that you wish she would do for you, then, leave her a message, because these were ones that she wasn't all that thrilled with, but I love that, and wouldn't that be perfect for a butterfly junk journal? So I'm just going to work on cutting these down. I think she said these were Kool-Aid dyed, and like I said, she wasn't all that thrilled with them, but I love them. So,
well, and she's new at it, so she was a little unsure, but I think she did a good job myself.
I think she did too, and I love the mix and match of different colors and different pages and stuff like that. And she's a sweetheart. She's my best friend's little girl, one of her girls, and she's the mama of our little honorary grandboy baby, who's 2. And she's working really hard to be a stay-at-home mom. So she's working on things that she can do from home and hopefully make a living. So she is a single mom. These have like butterflies and stuff. She was kind of experimenting. I think it was with cookie cutters.
That's what it was.
And they were pretty fun, and may as well use them. I mean, that's the fun thing about books and junk journals, is you can use whatever you want to. And she was so funny. She's like, ooh, I don't like that one. I'm like, You know, Kendra, this is perfect because us junk journalers love stuff like this. So, and I really didn't have a whole lot of, are you for reals?
Sophia Renee.
Sophia's back over here. It's like when Mama has the camera on and I'm sitting like I am here, she's got a...
But Grandpa's chair is empty.
And she wants to lay on top of all my stuff.
Such a dork.
The life of
Now that is adorable.
a bunch of kitty cats.
That's a crocheted butterfly?
No,
Oh.
it's just a pattern.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's just some
Doily.
yeah. So, but I really wanted to get a lot done. It is still Sunday, and you guys will probably see this on Tuesday. But we just, you know, I'm just in the mood to work on these and get a few videos ahead. Remember what I'm cutting here.
Sorry.
No, I was cutting the wrong way, or it's measuring the wrong way. So we did get our blood results back last Saturday a week ago. We went to the health fair and got blood work done with my niece and stuff, and we all got our blood results back in a week, which was crazy. And you know, our cholesterol, all of our cholesterols were high, and our triglycerides were high, all three of us, and she's 30, and then I still have diabetes. No surprise there. But my A1C was 7.0, which if you guys have diabetes, then you're, you know, kind of maybe know more about that than I do. My mom had diabetes, and I didn't find out I had it until after she was passed. So I haven't really had anyone to, you know, discuss things with or anything like that. So if you know what I should be aiming for, then let me know. There is a class at the hospital that I've considered, you know, maybe Clint and I both go into so he can help me out and stuff, but as of yet we haven't went because it's like a 6-week course and it's only for a certain time, like every week at noon or something. Sounds like our little boy, or our little man has cold or something. But with our work schedule, I wasn't sure if we could make every one of these meetings because we just never know. I think I'm gonna stop with the purple. That'll give me some to use in the journal. Here's tons of scraps over here. Let's see, I did pull some of my eco-dyed paper, and I mean, it's not very good paper. It just didn't turn out that well, but I'm gonna try it again this next year and just see what I can do, what I can come up with, because we do a lot in the I like this one. This is like my favorite. We, you know, go up to the mountains a lot and stuff, and
we're always finding crap.
Yeah, we always find
Stuff. Sorry.
awesome stuff, also known as.
Yeah, no, that's just me.
Yeah. But I, you know, and when I do, because I want to do it like outside in boiling water, so I want to, I'll show you guys that when I get around to that point. And, you know, Clint is always, he brings me flowers like probably a few times a month, at least once a month, and instead of like wasting the flowers when they start dying, it's nice to kind of repurpose them. So look, that's crooked. Why is that crooked? Oh, it's my cutter. Oh, what did he say? Measure twice, cut once.
It was just a suggestion.
Well, the cats knocked this over and broke it, so I really need to get a new one or find a piece and fix it. And what's funny is, you know, we're really, we're kind of summer rich, winter poor because of our job. And so I bought tons of these things. So I have tons of cutters that, I mean, they're like $50 worth of cutters or something, or $100 worth of cutters. So I'm getting a pretty good stack over here. I'm aiming for about 12 papers, a signature, and 2 signatures a book. So I'm going to do that. This paper here is from GT Designs, and gorgeous paper. But you guys, I am going through coffee dyed paper like crazy right now. You know, I just use it so much, and it's just crazy. So I'm just going to kind of measure about where I want this, because I can fold it over if I have it, you know, kind of measured correctly. So let's say about 13. Yeah, let's do it at 13. Let's see how that works.
Oh, wow.
Okay, make sure everything's in correctly where it needs to go. Scrap. And then by 7. But I want to go ahead and fold it. So I'm going to do 5 here. And what I'm going to do is, I also have a score piece on this cutter.
No, cubby, I got a knife.
And I'm just going to score this one little piece here, just really lightly, just so I can fold it. So I'm going to score it like that. Oh yeah. And then I will, I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to cut it down to 7. It's kind of hard sometimes to, you know, finagle with the larger ones, but, you know, you can make it work. So I got one of those. And then this one, I can use it as like a half page or something. So I'm going to go ahead and just set it over here with my half pages. I know this is kind of boring, you know, picking out papers and stuff, but we do have brand new junk journalers on here, and I kind of want to show them, you know, every step.
No,
and I mean, I do have videos of other ones, but sometimes, you know, it's just nice to go through it one more time. For anyone who is having, you know, an issue. I am going to score it again at 5, just really lightly, because this scorer, if you press too hard, sometimes it will rip your paper. So I'm just doing it really lightly. Let's see if I can find my score line. There it is. Cubby's Cubby's being a big baby, loving on Daddy.
I got work to do, Cub.
So we are getting closer to the process video for the ink blenders. If you guys are on the list and want to see how those are made, I decided that we will show them on the weekend. That way I can kind of keep on track with this series.
And I'm probably going to take a day away from
yeah, Clint has to take a break here and there just because he's got arthritis as well, and it really hurts, you know, sometimes. Let's see if we can't use this whole sheet. Let's just see. Okay, so let's score this at 5. We'll do 5. Put a score. No, Michelle, you don't want to do that. Okay, let's half it.
That is pretty big.
Isn't that beautiful paper? oh, I forgot her name, but the lady at GT Designs does beautiful paper. Okay, so now I would want these scored at 5. So let's just see. I think I might can make them work. Fold this one in. And we'll fold this one in. So like I said, you can make any size work. You just have to kind of finagle it. And then we're going to cut it down to 7. I tell you guys. But, you know, it's the fun part. I mean, you know, this is the necessary part. You have to get your papers ready or you're not going to have a book. But the fun part, you know, to me is decorating it and coming up with ideas and stuff like that. Daddy's having to take a break. He's got feline paralysis right now.
Got a pain in the butt is what I got.
We used to have this cat outside, and you would try to put her down and she would reach up with her other paw. So every single time you'd have to do it like 5 times. You couldn't like pull her, you know, right arm without her left arm attaching to you. We actually named her Velcro because that's how bad she was. She was definitely a Velcro cat. And Cubby, the little black one that shows up most times on here, he's kind of started picking that up, and he is very demanding. When he wants love, and he's not really that concerned about what you think.
No, he doesn't really care.
I think I'm going to have to stop in a minute and plug in my camera. So I'm going to cut this real quick and then I'll stop and grab my plug. I tell you guys.
Don't want you, you're not my cat.
He is your cat today.
I want him.
Okay, and cut that down 7. I'm going to go ahead and stop right now, go plug in my camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got all that. Now we're going to kind of look, and let's put together some of our signatures. So I really like how this looks, these ideas. I'm going to put one of these in one of my signatures and one of these in the other, because I am working on 2 signatures. So, and then I'll just set the same aside for my other book. So I'm going to go ahead and put an eco-dyed paper in here.
Now, I have a question.
Okay.
What is eco-dyed paper?
Eco-dyed paper is, it's using like leaves and flowers and stuff like that, and then you wrap them up really hard, and like these I baked, but you bake them or boil them a lot of times with rusted items.
So is that the stuff that made the house stink so bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanna...
That would be it. And yeah, I did make eco-dyed paper in the house, in like in the oven, and the next 2 or 3 times it really made the house just stink, and that's why I don't want to, because it kind of made us sick, or made us feel sick anyways. So, and I want these to be really bright and colorful journals, so I'm going to use a bunch of this really bright and colorful paper that I just happen to have. You know, there's really no rhyme or reason. I do have more in this one, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this one in here. Looks kind of like Easter. So, and right now I am not taking any like custom orders. I am just putting these journals in my Etsy. You know, if there comes to be a problem, you know, like you're trying to get one and you can't, then I probably still will not take custom orders, but I can let you guys know exactly when, you know, the book's going to be.
And especially with our work, it's...
Yeah, going to be listed. Yeah, our work is kind of crazy right now.
I need help.
And he needs help, so. Okay. Kind of looking and kind of splitting on between the two books and stuff. I am sorry. I did not do anything.
You got yelled at.
I think the whole world heard that.
I could not.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about 6. Let me see what I have in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and cut down this piece and use it. So again, it's going to be 7 by 10. And then I just put aside some of the other ones that I cut for my other book. I've been debating about whether or not to use a digital kit. I do have a butterfly digital kit, but I know some of you don't have access to print digital kits, so I'm kind of, you know, up in the air about that. So let me know what you guys prefer or want to see. So let's go ahead and, I think it was in this one. Yeah. Okay, so we have 7 papers there. I did pull some more just kind of scrappy papers that GT Designs gave me, and I will link that below. But I thought when I pulled this little stack of papers, I was thinking, you know, I could use that whole thing for my butterfly journals, because there's all kinds of just fun papers in here. And so just gonna kind of cut them down and use them instead of hoarding them or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to 7 by 10. It doesn't really have anything to do with butterflies. I think it's like travel and, you know, things like that. Treadmill. Yeah, but, you know, we may as well use them. And they're already coffee dyed, so, you know, that's what I like. So let's go ahead and pop that in one of these. And we'll find another one for the other side. I like to kind of fill my signatures, you know, kind of go back and forth to make sure I'm getting the same amount of paper in both of them. And here's like a music sheet, so may as well use it. And I really love the fact that it is already coffee dyed, because that's going to save me a step. Because even though my niece does a lot of my coffee dyeing right now, she mainly does the main pages, not, you know, all of the little pages that I do. 1996, nothing special. So let's go ahead and cut that down to 10. And I could have left that, but, and folded it in, but I'm okay with not. Okay, so, and I love adding pages like this just because they add interest. You know, it's kind of fun to flip through and see what you have and stuff like that. So I did find some other things. I really like this page. So let me see what else. See if I have something comparable for my other book. Let's use this one. Not my other book, but my other signature. And see, this one's kind of small, so it might even fit without cutting down. Yeah, it'll be a little short, but that's okay. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So we'll just pop this in here. kind of figure out where you want it. And then this one will cut down the other side. So I guess this is kind of junk journal start to finish on butterflies, pretty much is what this will be. And I'm only doing 2 because last time, you know, I was trying to get 3 of them done and I hurt so bad from rushing and trying to get all of them done. But I was down for what, 3 days? And I just, yeah, that's why I kind of gave myself, okay, you can do 2, Michelle, but not 3. So, and it might take us longer than a week. I kind of tend to give myself about a week to do journals, just because I think it's nice to have kind of like a deadline for me. You know, I like to get them finished and stuff. I have this page. And what about, actually, let's save this one for the other book. Let's do some more interesting ones. That's kind of fun. And what's this? Let's see, I'll put that in the other book. These are really fun. I have some more of these that I can use for the other book. So, kind of figure out what I want to do. These are some gifts from GT Designs. That's why I'm kind of using them now, because when I went through and was looking for some coffee dyed paper and stuff, I saw the pile that she gave me, and I thought that'd be kind of fun. So, here is an index card. Just a little bit of interest. One of these, just because I love this. I think it's interesting. I'll put it in this one. And we're about done as far as like the generic papers. So, let's see, what do I want? Kind of look at this one. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down so it fits into my book correctly and the right orientation, so you can, you know, write a note or whatever on it. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it down. You could fold these in if you wanted to, but I have a couple of papers in there now that are kind of folded, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim this. Save all of your scraps, and then let's just pop that in here. Let's see. Look at all the interest it's getting, how fun. Okay, let's put this one here. And you know, if they're kind of rolled or a little bit crinkled or whatever, once you kind of you know, make your signatures and stuff, they'll straighten out. And since we have one in there, we'll go ahead and put one in the other. This one I'm going to fold just because I don't think there's a lot to cut off, if any. Actually, let's just cut it off, because it's only like half an inch to fold in. You know, if I was thinking, I could have done 5 and then folded in the other side, but I wasn't thinking. So, just kind of see where I want this to go. The rest of the papers that I'll put in here will be some kind of decorated papers, just because I really want, you know, whether I pull scrapbook pages or digital papers or whatever. So I do have some cards that we're going to mess with and put in here as well. So let me find them. because God forbid I wake up the baby.
Butterball's sitting on him, probably laying on him.
She probably is.
Just dig underneath her, she'll start talking to her. It's
No.
fun to irritate her.
She'll yell at me. Hi. Cutie.
She's just too good.
She's really cute, and she's nice and quiet and sleeping right now. No?
Was.
I'm not either, Mama.
Don't look at me.
So, I thought I brought in those.
Kind of
Here's
cards
some.
do
I
you
found them. I found them. Okay, so here's a couple cards, a couple envelopes. And you know, I've been kind of pulling some cards when I went to thrift stores and stuff.
Seriously?
That is Sophia knocking things down. She's telling Daddy, it's time to love on me, Daddy.
Oh, come on, Butterball, get up.
Okay, this one I thought was kind of cool. It's one of those kind of double refold over. You put your sticker, you write a note inside and address on the outside. It does have a little butterfly there. There's, yeah, it's a trifold. There's several butterflies. So, let's just kind of see how we want this to look. I love using pieces like this. Maybe something like, I mean, you could put it in like that. But I feel like there wouldn't be enough showing. Or we could put it in like that. That's what we're going to do. And then when it kind of opens, because that will be sewn into our signature, then that will unfold. I like that much better. So we're going to do that. This one, and this is what my inspiration is for these books, for these journals. This beautiful, just some of these beautiful cards. They're so gorgeous. And I love that. And I think it's the right size. So actually, I think I might make that the front of a signature. Now it does have like wishing you a happy birthday, filled with joy and special moments. I will be doing some kind of mixed media, or you know, I will cover that up because I don't want it to have a certain theme. You know, if it was a birthday theme, then maybe I would, but I don't want it to. So, and since we use those cards, I think I'll put those envelopes aside to use in the other book. So let's see what else we have. No, so I'm going to go grab some other papers, see if I have any scrapbook paper that will work, and maybe we just won't do digital prints, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went through all of my stash, and surprisingly I don't have a lot of butterfly papers, but I had a couple that were really interesting. I did see this one, and I think this would work. I do have some butterflies there. Let's see if I have any inside, because I did not check that. But even if I don't, some of these papers would work out really nicely because of the shade and stuff like that. It would add some interest. I picked this up at a thrift store for $3. Isn't that crazy? So, do I have a butterfly yet? Oh, come on. No butterflies. One more. Nope. Okay, so I saw a couple that I thought might work and be fun. So, this one, I like that because it is flowers. And, you know, it's kind of hard to do just butterflies, so let's do butterfly and flowers. I really like the colors in here and the fact that it is double-sided paper. So that's kind of a fun one. Oh, look, got butterflies on the back of that one. Cool. That will definitely work. So that's one for each, and kind of like to have about 4 kind of decorated papers in each signature, just to kind of, you know, bring it together and stuff like that. This is just kind of a fun generic looking one, but it'll add some color. So that that'll be 2. I don't want any of those. This will work, just because I love the rose. I'm going to go ahead and pull this for my other book. Look at that one. I love that. So that'll work. Got 2 of those, 1 for each book. No, I'm good. Thank you. I don't know. I think I can make this one work. So I have 2 of those. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, there's 6. 6 for the ones we're working on. So I just need 2 more. See what we can come up with, and I'm not sure about the other one yet. Okay, I'm gonna look through it again just to be safe. This one, I think I can cut it down, you know, like to here. I think that'll work.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I don't think I want the banners though, but yeah. Because I want it more, you know, like butterfly style. Yeah, you can open it. This one will work. Okay, so that should be 8 for there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just see if I have any more for the other one. 5. Okay, so we'll just have to make the rest of that one work. Maybe this one is on the back. 6. Yeah, okay. So I kind of took everything I could get out of that. So let's kind of see what we want to put in here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down. I told you this was going to be kind of a boring craft with me, or start to finish, but you know, I think that that is important, just to see every step of the way.
Oh, hi.
So
Guess I'm not crocheting more. Where is it at?
So 10 by 7. For this one, that looks nice. I like that. So I'm just going to stick those over there, and then when we're done cutting them down, I will do the other. This one I'm going to cut 7 first, just to see if I can kind of avoid the banners, which I can, so that's nice. Then we'll cut 10. But you know, you just want to do whatever you want to do as far as, you know, keeping whatever piece and stuff. I had to look at that piece and see if I cut off the edge. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one first. And then I'll flip it and cut it down to 7. By 10. I love the back of this paper just because it is so bright and cheerful. Isn't that pretty? So I got that one. Good. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and hold this one.
Sorry, Corey. Heavy.
As you can tell, I have like a
bamboo
wind chime in here, and the Bubba's playing with it. Funny. 7 by 10. They don't do that very often, but when they get into it, sometimes they do.
Your cat.
Oh, not right now. He's yours. Oh. And you know, if you didn't cut down, I was just thinking this, if you didn't cut off the perforated paper, you could definitely use that in another journal. Just leave it as part of the paper, because it's almost 7. It's just shy of 7. Okay, did I cut that right? My brain all of a sudden just quit working. Okay, that is not straight, Michelle. This one's going to be a little bit short. That's okay though. Pay attention. Okay, 7 by 10. We all have those days, you know it. And the same thing on these. If you wanted a pocket, you could, you know, cut these instead of 7, maybe cut them at 9 and then fold up a pocket. But I kind of like to put my own pocket ideas in here instead of like just using the paper, but you could certainly do that instead of cutting it, you know, to 10. Jeez. Sorry guys. Oh yeah. So may have to edit that out. That's really loud. Oh. He scared me. I jumped. 7 by 10. For reals. I'm going to do it this way because I want the butterflies to take precedence over the inside. And then we'll do this one. 7. By 10. And then what I do, like when I'm cutting down, these are the papers I will kind of pull from for inside the journal, like for tags and stuff like that. So, okay. So, let's go ahead and grab these 2 signatures, and then we'll kind of put them together and we'll call this video complete. So, I know I don't want like all green in one, so I'm going to kind of mix and match. So, let's do 2. One of those, and then we'll do this one. It's a little bit different green. Okay, so this one I'm going to pull from this stack just because I like those papers. Like this one is kind of a green blue, and I think it goes really nice with that blue. Let's see what else we have in here. Maybe this kind of orangey color. I love that. Is that the one I want? Nope. Let's do this one. It'll kind of peek through. And we can move this up a little bit, and that will kind of pop through. And then we'll do this one because there's a lot of orange going on, or green going on here. This is the one I had to straighten out because I cut it wrong. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here. I still want to do something for the center of the signatures. So I might have an idea, but we'll see how that works. And then let's go ahead and do this one. I need something on the outside, so I think I'm going to use this one. You know, I think that'll be pretty if this is the first signature and then this one's the second signature. Maybe I can find like another big blue butterfly to put on here. Maybe that fabric from Maryland, that would be really pretty. Kind of decoupage or something on this one. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to do this one. Kind of will bring in some of the pinks further in. And you know, to get to this point where you kind of just zoom through and put papers in and stuff, it took me a while. I mean, I've been making these for about 3 years. So, you know, it's not, I didn't pick it up easily. You might pick it up, you know, easier than I did. But it's just something you kind of pick up, you learn, and next time it won't seem so daunting. So, we got those. I do have another paper, though, that I pulled, and I fell in love with this. You guys have got to see this. Like I said, I am just using from my stash for these books. Look at this. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? I have no clue how long I've had this. 2008, probably. And, you know, I kept thinking, one of these days I'm going to use this. And I think today is that day. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, just at 6, because it should be 12 by 12. Cut it down to 10, cut it in half at 6. And then I'm going to use half in this book and half in the other book, because I only have the one. So I want everybody to have an enjoyable experience. Oh, it's actually kind of shimmery. Can you guys see that? I have the name of it, and I'm going to look it up and see if I can't find it like on Amazon or something. If I can, I will, you know, let you guys know. I'm going to try to squeeze out as much of this as I can. Make sure it's lined up really well. Oh,
yeah, that's not gonna work.
I think I need to go from the top, maybe. We'll see. If not, I'll have to score it.
No.
Nope. Okay. So,
Not even scoring it's coming. You probably have to
I'm going to cut
use
it.
scissors or
Yeah.
a knife.
Let me find my scissors. Okay, let me grab scissors and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm going to turn it on the back, and I'm going to go ahead and measure it again, just to make sure, because I don't want to mess this piece up, because I'm going to have to use scissors. And just kind of get it measured. Looks kind of pretty straight. And I'm just going to use my pencil and draw lines like that. That way I get a straight cut, because you know you know how it does, it's not always so straight. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this, because I want it to be 6 inches, about 6, so that it's, you know, totally cut in half. And we're just going to do the same thing and use that as a straight edge. And by doing it on the back, maybe I won't see it. It's not really going to matter, because it's going in my, you know, if I mean, you'll see the back, but if I kind of cut inside the line, and there's my other line, so I'm not going to cut all that. Save as much as I can. Oh yeah, I am. Duh, Michelle. Sorry. Because I need both of these pieces. You guys, I'm such a dork. Just ask Clint. You don't even have to ask him. He will tell you willingly.
Oh, heck yeah, I will.
Okay, so here, you're such a goofball. I'm going to go ahead and trim this. But I think it'll be kind of fun to stick into our journal. like I said, I don't know how long, but I bought this when I first started doing scrapbooking and stuff, I'm sure. And that's been many, many moons ago. So, I think that'll work. So I'm going to put one aside.
So you're going to back that?
I'm not, actually. What I'm going to do, let me show you guys, because I know you're all curious. Here they are. Inquiring minds want to know. So what I thought I would do is find like one of the really bright pages and kind of put it on the page. So like this really bright kind of pink one. Sorry, I gotta move some stuff out of the way. And then just kind of fold it on to that page. And it may not work, you know, but this was my thought on the situation. Not to rip it or anything. I don't know. Okay, second idea. Let's go ahead and put this signature in here. And then we'll kind of form it around there. That'll work better. Good plan, Daddy. So, and then that will be kind of in there like that, just as another interesting piece. And I just need to make sure, I may come back and when I do my signatures, when I sew them in, just kind of put some glue here so that it doesn't shift, but just on the spine. So, I think that's kind of fun. So, we have our signatures done for our book. You know, I mean, we might add, but we've got our papers, I guess. We'll probably add some envelopes or something, and, you know, I do want to do some sewing. My sewing machine should be here sometime this week, and we'll see. If not, I will pull out the hand crank. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're getting inspired by this butterfly journal, start to finish. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Be sure and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell so that you're notified of any of the videos. We have some exciting things coming up in the near future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.